I want you to know how much of a blessing you were to me when you were born. I was an only child for 11 years, and then you came along. Do you realize that Kate and Kinley are the exact same age that I was when you were born? They are lucky enough to have each other. But back then, I just needed you. Our time growing up together was very short. And then life happened. And life separated us. First by plane, and then by ocean. But I think back to when you were little. I loved playing dress up with you and getting you all dolled up. And I remember just picturing what you would be like as a grown-up. You were such a beautiful child, and I knew that you'd grow up to be a stunning woman. But you are so much more than that. You're my kind-hearted, creative, loving, smart, and thoughtful baby sis. And today is your big day. And I'm so sorry that I'm not there. You couldn't have picked a better partner. Luca, you are perfect for her. And I'm so happy to welcome you officially into our family. You are kind and thoughtful and protective and of course patient, which is the prerequisite of anyone marrying a Johnson woman. I'd like everyone to raise their glasses and toast to this amazing, wonderful, beautiful couple, two of my favorite people in this entire world. I love you both very much. Cheers. Cheers.
First of all, thanks for you guys, everybody showing up. That's pretty awesome. Wasn't easy. You know, 2 years ago when they started planning this, we go, oh, yeah, it's gonna be done. Don't worry about it. We'll keep going. And then a year in, and it's like, yeah, well, still get here. And it just never went away, did it? And but we're all here. We're just glad that you all are here to celebrate this day. And it's a pretty cool day. It's like, you know, thinking about Lauren growing up, I wouldn't expect anything different than what's happening today. This is like this is her dream. You know, in a castle, looking like a princess. I mean, you guys, seriously, it's like that movie, you know, you guys complete each other. Because you really do. I mean, like 2 peas in a pod. And here it's like 2 mushy peas in a pod. So, you know, may you know, every day be full of joy and happiness. And not only today, but really every day.
Hello and welcome, family and friends. We're gathered here today because Lauren Googled Norwegian castle in Scotland, and this is what came up. Fortunately, the search led her to the right place because we get to be here together today in this incredible castle to celebrate two of the most important people in our lives, Luca and Lauren. The story of Luca and Lauren's love is beautiful and strong. One might even argue fated. They've asked each other and every one of us to be here today because they felt supported by us along their journey and know we will continue to support them in the future. Surrounded by the people that love them most, Luca and Lauren will exchange vows they've written for one another.
Lauren, the vows I make today mean more to me than anything else in what it is to be married. With these promises and these rings, I'm committing my soul to yours and the magical future we'll build together. I promise to always be true and never break a promise. I promise to be your husband, your friend, and your cheerleader. I promise to temper frustrations and always strive to be a source of love and support for you. I promise to take you as my wife, and from this day forward, share in all that life may present. Adventures, challenges, and wonders by your side.
Luca, Ilskling. I've spent a lot of my youth escaping into books and worlds I've built through writing. I wish for the TARDIS to swoop in and sweep me away, taking me on endless adventures and into unknown realms. You've asked me once when we were friends and still living far away, what I would do if you had appeared, showed up. Well, of course I would hop in, I wouldn't hesitate. But this wasn't because it was the TARDIS, it was because it was you. I didn't need the TARDIS. I don't need the TARDIS. I don't need books. I mean, I love books, but I don't need them in the way that I did, or those worlds. As long as it was you and as long as it is you. The world that we build and we exist in together is more beautiful than that, especially when we're building it together. I'm a lot. I'm sure that my family can agree. They watched me evolve in the last 28 years. And thank you for accepting me as me. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for making me burst out into laughter in really inappropriate circumstances like a silent train or theater. Thank you for standing by me, even when the earlier years as my friend, and for the times that I'm unable to carry myself. To be loved by you is the greatest gift. In retrospect, the time given to us on this ball of rock is short, but it already doesn't feel like enough time. But I know that I'll be spending it loving you, supporting you, carrying you when you just need a moment to breathe and rest your soul. Crying and laughing with you, exploring endless countries and cultures. And even then, when that time comes, I'll be patient until somehow I find you again. My husband and my companion, I love you, and I'm so excited for what's ahead of us.
Supported by both of their families, today, two become one. These twin flames represent Lauren and Luca as individuals that together shine even brighter. By lighting this larger candle, Luca and Lauren are creating a union of family and love. Let's kick off this adventure of marriage with a kiss.
First of all, hello everyone, and let me first say a big thank you to Jeff and Sandy for having produced half the reason we're here today, and what a beautiful half she is. On the 14th of March 2020, on the penultimate flight out of Minnesota and prior to lockdown, Lauren arrived at my door with more cases than an ex-baggage handler cares to see. Luca and Lauren had, of course, already hitched up in America in a small civil ceremony, so you could say that their honeymoon and subsequent initial life together was started under my roof. Lauren's arrival on that day was like someone had switched on an additional light bulb in the house. She brought her exuberance, her joy, her infectious enthusiasm, and of course all her luggage, and shared it with us. As weeks went by, the two seemed so comfortable in each other's company that their emotional maturity was so striking that it reminded me of a very famous line in a sonnet by William Shakespeare: "Love is not love which alters when alteration finds." And I think this is particularly apt to them. Two splendid independent souls that have found each other, even if it's meant travelling around the globe to do so. It's been an honour and a privilege to share a flake of their lives, and it will be a period I shall always remember with deep, deep affection.
Lauren, despite the obvious challenges of the last 2 years and the limitation on socialising, it's been an honour welcoming you into our family. Getting to know the passionate and caring woman that you are has been an absolute pleasure. I see the same unjaded vibrance in you as in Luca, and it goes some of the way to explain why you're such an enriching partnership. So on that, Luca, you were lucky to have been born, lucky to still have 2 eyeballs, lucky to have met Lauren, the love of your life, but not nearly as lucky as I am to call you my brother. I love you both. Congratulations. Raise the toast, please.
Cheers. I first met Luca 6 years ago or so. I was 19 years old. I was in my first apartment and invited Lauren and Luca over. I think it was way past midnight. You know, we were all up too late on a Friday night, and texted Lauren and Luca to come over, and I hadn't met Luca yet, and so Luca comes over and we meet, and the first thing I do is I hug Luca, I greet him, and then I turn to everyone and go, "Everyone, this is my sister's boyfriend, Luca." Except at the time they weren't dating yet. And so I'd announced that to everyone. I like to think that I got the ball rolling on this whole relationship. Luca, you have been an absolute brother to me. And I really, really mean it. You are such a brotherly figure to me, and again, I'm just so happy that you and Lauren are together.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by thanking you all for coming. And I think that's probably the most hackneyed line in every single Groom speech, but I feel like this year it really resonates. And it means the world to me and Lauren to be able to celebrate with you all here, because to us, that's a large part of what makes it special. Sandy and Jeff, thank you so much for supporting me and Lauren over the years. You've both been extremely welcoming, letting me into your home, and turning a blind eye to me being a random off the internet. In all seriousness, thank you for everything. Thank you for the amazing contribution to the wedding, and thank you for raising the lady I fell in love with. Dad, there's a lot to thank you for. From working nights at BA so you can pick me up from school, to providing a roof and a foundation for me and my wife to start our lives during a pandemic. You've put me first my entire life, often at your own expense. I don't express it well or enough, but I'm not the man I would be today without you. Thank you. Lauren, you are my creative, ethereal dreamer, my artist and my inspiration. You find the magic hidden in the mundane and you listen to your heart. While I'm obsessed with building our kingdom, you remember to take the time to fill our life with experiences. When I'm with you, I can feel the grey peel back and I'm reminded of what life can be. You are my faithful travelling companion. You are there to get lost with me, whether that's finishing a long journey with first snowfall on the top of a hot spring, or falling down a rabbit hole of imagination, stories, and virtual worlds. Your love for your family seemed limitless, and the warmth and readiness you took my family as your own moved me. Through you, I was able to rediscover bits of myself that had been lost in the rush of life and all its commitments. You raise all the best parts of me up. With you, my daydreams and passions can take flight while remembering to come back to earth to spend time with the people I love. I love you. I love your unique, bright soul. Thank you for embarking on this adventure with me. I can't wait to see where it takes us. A quick toast, to quote Hamilton for Lauren's sake, to the bride. Cheers.